assume.
I mean, okay. Okay,
Are we
just
gonna
have.
are we gonna get a drawing so we can see the scene?
You pierce.
Okay, just hold on a second.
Well, I haven't told you yet, so you can't say anything.
I'm
probably
coming
gonna
behind
peek
you and
through
say, okay, what you got?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to look. I was waiting until he actually draws it in, so I can
Right.
see what's actually going on.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's him.
I can only assume Jacal Rinaldi.
Oh
Right.
dear.
I look in there.
He looks like a fucking alligator.
Fine.
Alright,
Actually,
so-
the Roxicore.
Before I tell him anything, can I hear anything inside?
Make an awareness check.
Well, looks like we're fighting one of
I
the
did
most
not
fearsome
expect
members
him
of
to
the
look
lizard
like
men.
that.
Well, I didn't exactly have time to draw him, unfortunately.
11.
All right, it's kind of muffled through the door, so you don't get all of it. But they're talking in kind of hushed voices, but it sounds like Chakal is grilling the other Bonga, kind of like just ranting at him in low, snapped whispers about the troublemakers that have been causing problems across the city for him.
Right, so Thanatos, don't do anything hasty now, because we need to think about this, how we're going to do it. But inside, I see Lord Doth. I see this place's Lord, and I also see Chakal.
Are you sure?
It's a giant Bunga with, like, big overcompensation armor and an axe. It's gotta be him.
I mean, you let him have a look.
Darker skin, kind of ugly looking.
Take a look through the key off yourself.
You just take a little peek through it.
You peer through, and sure enough, there's Chakal. You'd recognize him anywhere.
And you just slowly see his hand clench.
Give it a
Yeah,
moment, Thanatos.
Yeah, that's him.
Right.
So,
We don't want to hurt the Lord. Mika,
Wasn't planning to.
when we go in, do you think you can cast one last sleep spell on him?
I can
Get him out of here.
I can try.
focus
I
on
don't
who
think
we've
he's
got.
going to be much of a fighter.
Well, we just don't want him getting caught in the crossfire. Or running away to actually warn anyone if he panics. Which I
Yeah.
imagine he will. Aside from that, Thanatos, from here, I think this is your game. How do you want to handle it?
Alright, is this door locked?
It is.
Before we
Is
go
it as
in...
reinforced as the other one?
It is.
Well, shit.
Before so
there's not
do you
really
want
much
to... Do you want to just go in guns blazing, or do you want to do anything?
Well, here's what's going to happen. Even if I quietly and slowly open this door, they're right
gonna
in the line
notice the
of sight,
fire.
and they're going to
Oh,
notice.
we're totally going to have to bust it down heading up.
You could just
So-
knock.
Hey, you know what? Here, I got an idea.
Before you do anything that's going to kick this off, what are we doing?
We're going to get in there. Mika can try to get him out of the way. But if she can't, he's just going to have to live with it while I freaking cut Chakal's head off and put it on a pike.
Alright, so no words, straight up fighting.
Yeah, he's not going to be
Sounds
much
like
for
fun.
words.
Well, we came here to kill him, so I'm not going to complain.
Just be careful, Thanatos. He's not going to go down easy.
Rocket's going to get in there.
No, that's what I was
All
wondering.
right, so what you doing, Thanatos?
Alright.
First things first. I'm going to do this. I'm going to knock on the door 3 times.
All right. The conversation on the other side immediately comes to a halt.
And the door is heavily reinforced, but can I kick it down? Or kick it open?
Actually, no, here's what I thought.
No.
Could you blast open with darkness or something?
I mean, I have a thing I kind of need to do first.
Alright.
So,
Why?
the second you knock on that door, Thanatos, and the conversation inside stops, your ears are suddenly filled with a bassy boom noise, and you realize that the air around you has gone totally still.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is the door warded?
For the rest of you, time has stopped. None of you are perceiving this.
It's
Guys. Alright, shutting up.
All right.
You know, man, this is a really bad time.
Are you sure about that? Caius sort of walks into view from your side.
The literal personification of everything I hate is in there. And he's going to die.
I'm sure he is. Through those
So-
doors lies everything I've been teaching you for. He then looks you directly in the eye, and you see he still has like a little trickle of blood running down at the side of his head from when he was fighting Diabolos. And so I need to ask you, Thanatos. Are you ready for this?
I've been ready for a while.
I should hope so. Just remember what I taught you. Don't let your anger become a storm. Focus it on a point, and if he knocks you down, what do?
I get back up and I punch him in the jaw.
Close enough. Caius then sort of suddenly lifts his hand, and with a pulse of darkness in his hand, there's like this pole arm looking thing of shadows that suddenly materializes, and he wraps his fingers around it, and you see a serrated scythe with a dark blade. And he holds it out to you. All those years ago, Chakal was sowing the seeds of his own destruction, and by this blade, I would see the labors be reaped. You chose the scythe for that purpose. It's only fitting that you bring this conflict to an end with one.
I just, in just staring at the thing, I slowly bring my hand out and grab the pole.
It practically vibrates at your touch as if you were made to wield it. Thanatos releases it once you have a hold. Make me proud, Thanatos. The end of your training is almost upon you.
Oh, yeah.
He then turns and disappears from view. I will go ahead and show you this thing.
Oh.
Ooh. Ho, 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 ho.
Only thing is, if you're now wielding that, does that mean you can no longer cast spells on the same turn as you start it?
It's Gemini
It's got-
Arcane, so he can still
it's-
do that.
It's
Good
still
up.
got the Gemini.
It's pretty
Right, or Gemini,
like
right.
statistically, it's pretty much the same as his last weapon. It's just a tier higher, so it does more damage, and aesthetically, it's a scythe instead of a sword.
Ooh.
So, we get to this part in the game, it needs to have something more than a description for this moment.
Indeed. So,
Did you just do the Force?
Dark Sand Reaper. I like that.
indeed. Now
I
then,
very much like that.
so then,
And
As
yeah, I
time
just
starts?
assume time resumes.
time is
And he
actually
has
still
his
stopped.
scythe
Time
now?
is actually still stopped for you. It will resume when you when you take your next action, so to speak.
May I suggest, out of character, that could you use some sort of darkness-based thing to just fucking blast that and make a quite a suitable entrance?
Can I do that without losing a quarter of my health?
For sakes, yes, I will say you can do that.
Okay, so I'm going to just gather a whole bunch of dark energy into my fist and punch the fucking door down.
Alrighty then. So you rear back, gathering shadowy energy into your fist, and with a angry shout, you lunge forward and drive your fist into the door. And for the rest of you, time suddenly, you all watch as Thanatos like rears back, darkness gathering along his arm,
What the
and he
heck?
punches the door. It goes flying in with this burst of energy, shrapnel flying everywhere. You hear a collection of alarmed shouts inside, and
Knock, knock, boom.
yep. Lord Bethron is kind of just, if I can move him correctly, thrown himself over here while Chakal is staggered back and already is going for his axe. I feel the need to point out here that statistically, Chakal is actually designed for 1v1.
Oh.
So
Well.
basically, he's going to be a pushover.
He is intended to be fought solo.
Thanatos,
So,
take him.
you guys mind?
He is yours.
Any objections?
Fane kind of gets a smirk on her face.
If he starts giving you trouble, I'm jumping in, but otherwise, go nuts.
Alright, in! Mika, get Dathron, the rest of us, mind those doors.
Mm-hmm.
Make
If
sure
we ever
nobody
need the hill,
interrupts.
I would be close by.
Also, I'm curious to see how they react to me just holding the brand new scythe.
Oh yeah. To the rest of you see that
Yeah,
that's just like materialized in his hand. He has a new sight
Yeah, I was
out of
gonna
fucking
say,
nowhere.
Nee has made a mental note of this, but we can't have time to talk about it because he's right there about to shout, so let's go.
All right.
All right, I am.
Ain't the time for a conference.
Is this a carpet or is this
That is a carpet.
Okay.
Yes.
Nee's
gonna
going to
jump.
head over to this door and is going to cover it.
I'm gonna jump right in.
All right. So, give me just a second.
And does this count as an ambush?
Not in this case. No.
I was gonna say, could some of us hold this door, or even walk it,
Right,
like
so,
fucking
for
blocks
example-
off it?
I'm just watching it, so if anyone comes through, I'm going to shoot him. So, yeah.
Right, so, for the sake of this fight, I went ahead and posted the music for this one in chat. You can put that on loop. It's also Thanatos' theme. All right, so then it's like the rest of you, like everyone kind of comes in. Mika just plunks herself there. Fane's
Just
there.
covers up the doors.
Rocket, where are you putting yourself?
Ah.
You can go watch Lord What's His Face.
Well, Mika was doing a sleep spell, wasn't she? So stick
Oh,
him
right,
out.
yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll have her do that. And I'm not even gonna have her roll it. Like Dethron's just crapping himself. Just he's out.
Sweet.
Fuck
Nice.
distractions.
I guess I should make sure no one comes through the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we can
Alright,
just hold
so-
the door and
So
barricade
everyone
it.
kind of spreads out, and Thanatos, you're advancing. Chakal backs up, axe in hand. Who are you people? Who the hell are you people?
Somebody who's been wanting to meet you for quite some time, jackass.
Do you have any idea who you're messing with?
I know exactly who you are, Chakal.
Well, he's going to let out an angry roar, this almost like dinosaur-like roar, and charge right at you. So, as per conventions, you get first to go. Do your thing.
And I'm going to go ahead and give my new scythe a try.
Alrighty.
This Croxicle is pissed.
7.
That just hits. As he's coming in, you sort of bring the scythe down, gather more energy on it, and bring it up. There's this like surge, and Chakal's like thrown up into the air by whatever damage you do. Alright, that is 45 damage.
Holy shit.
That's max
So-
damage.
So you kind of
So-
bring the scythe up. There's like this blade beam-esque surge of shadowy energy that sends him flying back to crash into the wall here before coming back down. What?
In my opinion, it looks like Thanatos won't need the heals at this rate.
I just slowly start walking back towards him.
Alright, Chakal is going to charge at you and make an attack with his axe. Let's see here. That hit?
Most definitely, yes.
Alright, what is your armor?
20.
Alright. He deals 24 damage to you. Right, so he comes in, lifts his axe, and with a mighty roar brings it down. You lift up your new scythe, catch it, sparks fly, a small burst of wind kicks out. The edge of the axe just kind of digs into your collar a bit before you shove him back. Here we go.
Alright. Now, let's see how this new scythe does with Dark Side.
Ooh.
First things first, I gotta roll to hit him.
That definitely
That-
hits.
That
You're using
definitely
dark
hits.
side.
So yeah, that's 25% of my HP.
let's see. That's 56 from your current HP. Okay.
And so that adds 3 extra steps to my normal damage.
Yep.
And it turns into shadow, and since he is a humanoid, that's going to do a shit ton of damage.
Indeed. 50% extra.
74, and half of that...
37.
Fuck me. 37, yeah.
That's 111 points of damage. So, after blocking Chakal's strike, you sort of turn and, like, backhand him, and as he staggers away, darkness races up your body. You open your eyes. They're glowing like coals. You pitch back and swing your scythe again. Another, like, crescent of darkness reaches out of it, hits Chakal in the back, and sends him, like, skidding all the way over here before he comes sliding to a halt on the ground. With this big, ugly, like, molten look on across his back where the blade beam hit. He's going to force himself back to his feet. He is going to spin around to face you, and he is going to charge forth again. He's going to lift up his axe and try to hit you with its pommel. Let's see here, so that is 4... 11, does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I need you to make a force check.
Uh-oh.
You need to beat a 14.
Probably not gonna.
Shit.
Nope.
Damn
okay.
it.
So, you are stunned as he brings his pommel down and cracks you across the face with it for 2d6 plus 30 damage, minus your armor, so only plus 10. So you take 16 damage and are stunned, meaning your next round is skipped.
Bugger.
So
Can I, since he's stunned, can I use throw stone to get him to kind of turn away from Thanatos and maybe come at me for a moment? Give him a chance to get up.
I mean, that's what you
Nah, don't bother.
No.
Oh.
It's alright.
Alright, well, since if no one else is doing anything, Chakal is going to attempt to do that again. He is essentially attempting to stun lock you.
Okay, if it gets it again, then maybe.
So that's an 11 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes.
Alright, time for
No,
that.
I'm throwing stone
Time for that force check again.
after that.
Forgive me,
What's he
Thanatos.
doing again?
I'm throwing stone. I'm
Okay,
throwing
throw
the
stone.
stone to get his attention and get him to focus on me for a moment.
Alright, well,
Because it will cause him to focus on me. So dash roll 2d6, and it can't miss, so it's just dash roll 2d6.
Right.
7.
Alright, so what winds up happening here is Thanatos, you kind of cross blades with him a few times before he manages to like punch you across the jaw and then crack you over the forehead with the pommel of his blade, causing you to stagger back a few steps. Nee, you see this and are quickly like, eh. Then you reach out, grab onto like the candelabra against the wall, pry it free, and just chuck it at him. And it kind of bounces off Chakal's head, leaving a small scratch like, "Argh! Argh!"
Mika, Alistair, heal.
I'm doing that already. Sorry for us interfering, but you need our help.
Alright, that's 33 extra.
So remember, you have friends. This fucker.
Alright, 33 HP back to Thanatos.
You are strong, but this overgrown lizard is built like a brick shithouse.
Well, if he wasn't trying to stun lock me, I wouldn't mind it. But if he's gonna keep doing that, I'm just gonna say fuck it.
This is why you have friends. You have backup. People who give a damn. He doesn't. He has no one.
All right, so
Give me a second, rolling Mika's cure really quick. And that's another 32. Back to you.
Also, since it... And you know what? Could I do the instant actions thing? But this time, I want to... Let's see. Astra on Thanatos
If you want.
and cover on Nee.
Sure, I'll let you do that.
Astral Thanatos, so he can't get hurt, and cover on me. So if he does manage to reach me and take a strike at me, you'll take it. Fair enough.
Yep.
More health.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Well, he is indeed going to start lumbering in Neathil's direction. Can he reach you? He can just get within melee range.
Just
yeah.
about.
So he is going to charge forward. Alistair, you're going to see him raising his axe for an attack, and you're going to put yourself in the way of the swing.
If he can hit, my avoidance is 10. So
Well, his attacks have been pretty decent.
he just hits. Yeah.
Okay, so Alistair, you take the damage meant for knee. So knee, what is your armor?
My armor is 15.
All right. So Alistair,
You
you
leave
take
me
31
alone, you
damage.
bastard.
All right, so that's 31 damage to Alistair as Chakal's coming in. He brings his sword up, his axe up in a great big swing. You quickly put yourself in the way of it. Crunch, metal shears as he like cuts into your chest, but you stagger back a bit. But you're still going in. You're durable. All right, back to everyone else.
Pick on someone as tough as you ugly bastard.
This is giving me ideas for how this boss fight would work in the game.
Thanatos, what you doing this time?
Thanatos, get
Well,
back up.
since
You're not
I'm
done
not
yet.
stunned.
No,
this time.
you're not stunned anymore.
All right. Well then, I am going to get extremely pissed, and I'm going to throw a fireball at the motherfucker.
All right. And remember Bonga, so
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, Bonga. I forget what's their elementals.
they take half damage from fire and wind.
What about lightning?
They have no reaction one way or the other to lightning.
Okay, then I'll do lightning instead.
And 37.
And it's just barely more than the last one. Okay, so 37.
He marches forward a bit. Look, glares
Over
back
here,
at you.
asshole.
All right. Anyone else doing anything, or is it back to him?
Looks like our friend's not done with you yet. I suggest you focus.
We're not cut. You might want to move the cover marker from us too. We're not. That's been used, hasn't it? So.
That's not how that
think
works.
cover remains on.
Cover stays. It's Astra that goes away after a hit.
Yeah.
Right, so
So-
Chakal is going to turn to Thanatos. Yep, so
yeah.
Chakal is going to turn to Thanatos and throw himself at him from like across the room, lifting his axe for another swing.
Is it just a regular swing, or is he going to try to stun?
Just a regular swing this time.
Okay. Well,
Hope.
Yeah,
Hits.
Ready?
But this time you're shielded.
there's literally no way for him to miss me unless he critical fails.
Right. Well, at any rate, as it is, as he's coming in, he lifts up his axe and brings it down, and it strikes against the invisible golden barrier that Alistair had surreptitiously erected around you, and it bounces off with the deafening clang of shattering glass. Like, what the? Back to you, Thanatos.
And let's see how he likes another dark side attack. 12.
That'll hit. Damage.
D6, and this is again with my scythe. Oh, sorry, that should be a plus, not an equal sign. What the fuck? 42 plus shadow, and that's 21.
42 plus 21. That is 63. You remember to increase your damage the appropriate number of steps, right?
Oh shit!
Right. That seemed a little low.
Yeah, sorry. I still had it in my head with the freaking spell last round.
How much does that damage Thanatos as well?
25% of his max, which I believe is 56.
Yeah.
Yeah, 56. Thanatos takes 56 HP as he does this. All right, and okay, so
77, so that's
77 plus 38. That's another 115.
Wow.
All right, so as Chakala's lunging at you, and he bounces harmlessly off of Alistair's Astra, you gather more shadow onto your blade, and with a loud shout of anger and hatred, you bring the scythe across again. There's another just eruption of shadowy energy, and Chakal gets thrown back. It crashes to the ground back here. He forces himself back to his feet. What are you doing, Alistair?
Healing Thanatos a bit more.
it's his turn.
Oh.
I mean,
So
Alistair
it's-
could technically do that, though, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, it was your turn still, and then
it was the party's turn.
Technically still yours. So yeah.
The idea is that
Yeah.
most of you are simply choosing to not act. Jakal sort of forces himself back to his feet, lifts his eyes.
you got him on the ropes, buddy.
And he actually sees Fane right there pointing her sniper rifle at him. He sort of
Shit.
he snarls deep in his throat. Oh, your family's dead! And he lunges at her this time.
Shit.
Let's see. So.
Damn it, I should have covered. Oh well.
So I need to double check her avoidance.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
That definitely hits, yeah. Okay.
My God, he's getting good rolls.
He has.
And I can't frickin' cover. Damn it.
Not your turn, so let's hear. Alright.
Yep.
Alright. So Fane takes 44 points of damage.
She doesn't have any armor or whatever?
She does, but she counts as a notorious enemy, so in this context.
Fair enough.
Shit.
Alright, so
Fane.
Shakal comes up and brings up like his axe, and Fane manages to like get past the edge so that it's just the shaft that's hitting her, but it still hits pretty hard. She gets knocked off her feet to hit the wall before slumping down.
Alright. And with that, Thanatos is going to angrily lunge at him again with Dark Side.
Okay, so that's
Fane, get out of there.
And that'll hit.
66. 69.
Nice. That's 103 points of damage.
Oops, sorry.
You're okay. Alright, so after he knocks Fane into the wall, Thanatos, you come up from behind him. Again, shadowy energies gathering on your blade, and you sort of bring it aside. He turns and just barely catches it with the shaft of his axe. Not enough to stop himself from being hurt, though. And you just send him flying back into the center of the room, and he crashes there.
And how fucked up is he right now?
He looks
Stay
like he's
with
on.
me.
He looks to be on his last legs. Who are you healing?
Thanatos again.
Well, who else would he be? Oh, well, I guess Fane.
Hang it. She'd be
Actually, no.
fine.
Nee's going to move herself between Jakar and Fane.
All right.
Also, I'm covering Thanatos.
All right.
No, don't cover me.
All right. So, Shakal kind of struggles
Well,
to
cover.
push himself back up to his feet, blood dripping off of his body in gratuitous amounts. Almost as if in a maddened haze, he kind of swings his axe out in front of him in your general direction as if he thought you were closer than you are. He's gasping frantically for breath. One of his eyes has swollen shut. Brings a hand up to his side where you just slapped him with your scythe and staggers back. What are you? The guy's panicking. And he is going to... he's going to go this way.
Disabling shot.
And
Can I do a disabling shot but deliberately go do it with just a 2d6? Would that be possible?
And it hits him about here before he got to that door.
I will
Unless I flag
allow
it.
it. You still have to make that accuracy check, and it's worth noting
Yeah.
he's not making an escape check. He's just trying to get some breathing room.
Okay, so he's not trying to escape.
I mean,
I just want to make sure he doesn't try it.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
if he's
Okay,
panicking.
roll accuracy.
Like, I don't see him as a guy who'll stay here for honor's sake.
Yeah, he's really not.
Shit, should have
11.
covered that door.
Yes.
Yep, that'll definitely hit.
Just 2d6 normal damage. So, say the reason why it's going to be lower damage because I'm doing disabling, but I'm deliberately aiming somewhere that's not going to cause too much, like just in like the base of his foot or something, just to make it
Alright.
harder for him to run.
All right. All right.
5 damage.
All right, 5. Yep, okay. Yep, so he cries out in pain as he reaches the door, sort of struggling with the lock.
You're not going anywhere. My friend has been.
All right, and it
Is
is.
it
What are you
possible
doing?
for Rocket to cut him off at this bit?
Well, he's too far for me to be in melee range anymore.
Hmm.
So,
Dark side.
well, I mean, there's no...
I could heal
I
him
could
up.
do a dark lightning attack, but...
Yeah.
I'll just... He's on his last legs. I'll see if I can get him down. I'm not going to kill him with this attack just yet.
Take him down.
So, yeah. Lightning attack.
42. Well, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's like twice the HP he has left, so
So, yeah,
Nice.
just say that brings him to his knees.
we'll say that brings him to 1 hit point.
Why are you healing me?
It was either you or Pharaoh.
He'll feign.
Alright, so Fane gets 31 HP back.
You okay?
And so he's on.
Yeah.
He's like on his knees now, and he's pretty much done, right?
Yeah, he's on his knees, still slumping against the door, still trying to force it open.
Okay, so Thanatos is going to just slowly walk across the room to him.
Alright, well, as it is, as you're making that slow approach, it does technically turn over to his turn, and he manages to shove open the door and stagger through.
Really?
He can't escape.
He can't escape, but he's not making an escape check. He's using his movement action. Bit different.
Be careful, Thanatos, and whatever you decide to do.
Hold
is
on.
your call.
How far can we get?
About there.
Yeah, see, and he is spending his whole turn to put himself right here, just running for his life.
Nee's going to use her move action to bust the door as far as she can get, which is about there.
Alright. Thanatos,
Did you
what
shoot
about
him
you?
from there?
I guess I'll just have to use my whole movement to chase after him.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, there must be a way to pin him
You
down
You can get to about there, or anywhere in that range.
and pin him.
Actually, yeah, I might as well move. Since for this, might as well use the extra half medium because I'm not attacking, am I? So I'm gonna burst out.
Yeah, everybody can just use their whole turn to.
I like that. I like the idea. Like he bursts through that door, runs out, and by the time he turns the corner, we're all already there.
Where do you think you're going? My friend wants a word with you before your death.
Rocket just looks to the Lord, says sup, and then takes off.
What's up? I mean, he's asleep, so he doesn't even notice. Alright, so.
In the name of the Paladin and the Holy Staff. Amen.
Oh my god. Okay, so he's pretty much non-moving at this point.
I mean, he's still backing away from you towards the edge, but I mean, like, he's not fighting anymore. He's just trying to get away.
Okay, can we all just surround him to where he can't move?
Could we all just like jump on him and force him to his knees and hold him there for Thanatos?
Pin the fucker.
Yeah, sure, I'll allow that.
Yeah. That's it. I'm going to, like, with this
Hey.
kind of, can I also, while he's doing this, grab his axe and kind of just chuck it over the edge?
Actually, no.
What?
Don't take the axe over the edge. I want to do something.
Thane, help us pin this overgrown lizard.
I think you got him.
She levels a sniper rifle at him from afar.
Just make sure he doesn't try anything, or I'm stealing
Right.
the kill.
All right, so, hey Nee, give me that axe.
All yours. Pass it over.
Yep, so you now have his axe in your hand, and he's looking up at you with wide, frantic eyes.
So, finally here.
Who the hell are you?
Let me tell you a story. Quite a few years ago, you sent your men to kill a man and his entire family by burning their house to the ground with them in it. Do you remember?
I need to roll a thing.
I'm sure he's done it to lots of people. Does he remember one?
He sort of glares at you for a few seconds, and then you see his eyes slowly widen with recognition. He's like, "You. Oh, I recognize you. You're S-Times boy. How the hell did you survive?"
Just barely. I had to leave my family to burn while they told me to get out.
That's what this is then. Revenge.
Do you know how many people's lives you've ruined over the years?
Clearly one too few.
Well, know this. After today, you never will again. Kurzitan will be free of your stench. Any last words?
He spits at you with blood.
Not even bothering to wipe it away, just takes the axe in both hands. Poor choice. And just with a dark shout of rage, he brings it over his head and brings it right down on his head like he was splitting a log.
Yep. And at that last second, just before it reaches its quarry, like to the rest of you, the image in front of you just flickers for just a second, and for a moment it looks like in Thanatos' hand the axe has turned back into a scythe. It cuts through Chakal's neck with this haunting sound of metal shearing through flesh. There's a spray of gore and viscera, and his head just collapses to the ground, and his whole body goes limp in your hands.
Decapitation!
And
Holy shit.
Chakal
Don't
is...
lose your head over it.
Really, Rocket? Really? Is now the time? Is now the time?
Yes.
Sure.
That was absolutely the time.
To be fair, makes sense. She don't know better.
So,
All right.
back in character.
God damn it, woman, I love you way too much for this shit.
Please don't judge the mighty bird. She
And then, so, yeah, after that, he just throws the axe across the courtyard.
At the balcony, this is like a speech balcony, I should add. Overlooks
Mhm.
the whole city. You throw the axe, it lands over here somewhere.
Wow. You okay?
He just stands there looking at the mangled body.
You did it,
He's going
Thanatos.
to wander over and stick a hand on his shoulder. It's done.
Mika will
Can't
mirror.
hurt anyone anymore.
Mika will mirror it on the other side.
Is this a dream?
Nope, this is Will, buddy. You got him. Decapitated him. With a new scythe, I noticed.
You all just see him like lower his head where his hair's kind of covering his eyes. And you all just see a tear come down.
It's okay. It's all over now.
Mom, Dad, I got him. He won't hurt anyone again.
Let it, buddy. Let it all out.
You won't hurt anyone's families again, including yours, Fane. No way he's making good on that threat now.
Maybe so, but his goons will still be running around, so I'll need to get my family out sooner rather than later.
Well, I doubt we'll be staying much longer after we've finished with Kellyanne, so you can come with us until we find safe harbor if you want.
Now, do you think we should take the axe to his second in command, or take his head and put it on a pike or something?
Let's not go too far, but I'd say take the axe and present to Kellyanne. I think that'll be...
Yeah,
That'd be proof enough. He seemed very attached to his axe.
yeah.
Now it's as detached as his head.
Mm-hmm.
Thanatos just turns his head over to Fang. Fang?
Hmm?
I did as I promised.
You did. Honestly, wasn't expecting to pull through, but here we are.
So what do you say about our stick of us until we can get your family somewhere safe next, however along?
like I got any other plans, and I'm definitely not staying here.
Before we leave, should we leave his body here, or do you, Thanatos, want to give it an incineration?
Leah, my suggestion would be leave it.
Suspense.
Leave him to rot.
They'll know for sure what's happened when they come out here.
So yeah, I guess Thanatos will just go back and pick up the axe, I guess.
All right. As you start making your way towards the axe, the air is remarkably still, as if the world is holding its breath in respect of what just happened. But then, as you're about halfway across the balcony, a sudden wind just rushes around you, and only Thanatos, none of the rest of you feel it. You just see his cloak suddenly billowing in an unfelt breeze. Instinctively, you lift your arms up to cover your face, and before you know it, your cloak comes unclasped and flies away from you.
What?
And the rest of you watch in surprise as the cloak suddenly, they're over here, right here, if I can get there.
Finally.
Yep, the cloak
What the
suddenly
heck?
latches onto a pillar of shadow that suddenly bursts out of the ground. The shadows swirl for a few seconds, and then they disperse, and the rest of you see who you can only assume to be Thanatos' master.
Well,
Let me get
well.
your master.
Well. You, I'm guessing, would be Caius Artorial.
You would be correct.
Wait, you guys can see him?
Yep.
I have reason not to hide anymore. He looks over at Chakal's corpse. The deed is done. Dropped using the scythe for a moment, but thematically appropriate all the same.
I just felt like it was fitting his own weapon that he loved so dearly, giving the finishing blow.
Indeed. He crosses his arms over his chest and meets your gaze. I'm proud of you, Thanatos. Well done.
Why do you only show yourself now? And to my friends, too.
Did I not tell you? Upon Chakal's defeat, it would be time for your final test. The deed is done, and the time is now.
What
Final boss time, Caius Artorial. Knew it.
Wait, what kind of test?
First, there are some things I would have you know. Caius turns and sort of wanders over this way to look out over the city.
I knew this looks like a boss arena.
Tell me, in your travels, did it never strike you as odd that no one ever heard of a dark night until you came along?
That guy in Marasu, I mentioned he never heard of it, and I've never seen another one other than you, so I just figured we were rare.
Rare? That's a word to use, I suppose. More accurately, our breed is a bit more common than that. But you and I are the only ones to adopt that title. Most others lose themselves to madness and insanity. And no one gives a name to the mad, but deranged. He turns to face you again. Now then. The deed is done. Chakal lies dead, and the focusing point for the shadows inside you is gone. Where will you direct that power now?
Well, we are trying to kill a god of darkness itself who's trying to destroy the world.
Perhaps. But that is a larger goal. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with Thanatos himself, now does it? Chakal was his quarry from the very start, all these years. So tell me, Thanatos, do you have a new goal with that shadow of yours? Or is it going to swallow you whole?
Diablos and Murasan. What Murasan did to us and Deviacorp, We can't allow him to spread that anymore.
Well then. He looks out over the city again. You know, find it kind of funny, looking back on the day we met, you and I.
Yes, as I recall, you almost skewered me on your sword.
You almost skewered yourself on my blade. I merely held it in place. It was you who had the self-preservation instincts to stop. That's beside the point. He looks down at his hand for a moment, curling his fingers into a fist. For all that time, ever since we met, suddenly my existence had a meaning. He looks over at you. Do you know the true nature of the darkness you wield, Thanatos? Where it springs from, how it works?
A little. Diablo said that darkness comes from him, and being the god of darkness, I am inclined to believe him.
That is technically correct, but not what I mean in this context. Darkness, as Diablos mentioned, is a manifestation of chaos. And what emotions are more chaotic in someone than anger and hate and rage? For someone so young to be filled with so much of it, especially with a soul that burned as bright as yours, all of that untapped potential, it was only natural that it couldn't be contained. Caius then reaches up to the mask he has and slowly pulls it down, and then actually pulls off his helmet, and when he does, you all see a perfect mirror copy of Thanatos looking back at you.
Okay, I have questions.
Okay.
Oh,
All in good
shit.
time, Tom. Let's see.
Pulled a
Okay.
Star Wars.
Again. Thanatos is just looking and is like, what?
Okay, he
don't
wins. He wins lookalike day.
So either this is some sort of siphoning bullshit, or this is some sort of time travel bullshit. What the fuck?
Caius
Okay,
takes a
guys.
few steps forward. Caius takes a couple steps forward to be a bit closer to you. As I said, that shadow could not hope to be contained by one as small and inexperienced as you. The vessel that you were was not sufficient, and so the darkness broke free. But it was still yours. It was always yours. Separate from your body, maybe, but it would always be doomed to walk in your shadow, as your shadow.
So what? Are you telling us that you are Thanatos' shadow? That you were created by him?
He smirks and nods. That is exactly what I'm saying. Very astute of you, Neothil.
You're me? All of my hate, anger, fear, all those thoughts I had when I was young made you?
I am your dark side. I was what gave you your purpose, your drive. I was always the storm that I encouraged you to control, to focus onto a blade. But now the target of that blade is gone, and the storm threatens to rage again. He meets your eyes directly.
Whoa.
Without that kind of focus, it will swallow you, and it will consume you. It will eat you whole, and the monster that emerges will be beyond recognition. And I need to know, right here, right now, if you are capable of containing that rage, that storm. If you have the might to keep it within you and use it, instead of being consumed by it. He thrusts his hand out to one side. There's a pulse of darkness, and his greatsword manifests in his hand.
Oh, shoot.
He then points it at Thanatos directly. So come then, Thanatos. Show me that you are stronger and more than the darkness that you have let guide you since you were a child.
You know the difference between you and him? He's known more than hatred. He's known an emotion that is just as chaotic as anything else. Love, all forms of it, platonic, not. Trust me, it's chaotic.
Maybe
And
so.
he has plenty of it, and he has plenty of people who share that. That's what he has.
You just see him walk forward.
Be
Caius,
careful, Thanatos.
I understand now. All this time you were my darkness, just trying to keep me in check. But now I have something else, even stronger than you. I have my friends. Just in this city, I went nearly astray. And yet, they didn't abandon me. They didn't turn on me. They showed me the error of my ways. And they will never let me go down that path. Just pulls out his scythe and points it towards him. So I tell you this. As long as my friends are with me, the darkness will never control me. I control it to protect them.
A wonderful sentiment. Now let us see if you have the strength to back it up. And with those words, the balcony around you suddenly pulses, and a dome of pure shadow just rises up around you, completely encasing the balcony, blocking out the light of the stars. You're now in a shadowy arena, and I am going to go ahead and, for purposes, going to hide all of this shit over here onto the GM layer.
Damn.
Let's see here. Did that work? That looks really fucking weird. You know what? Hold on. I'm just going to actually delete all of it. Never mind. I don't need it anymore.
Let's start off by getting some heals on Thanatos because he's at half.
I know.
It is worth noting, Thanatos technically has a choice he can make here. He can choose to
What's
fight
that?
solo, in which case Caius' stat block will be mirrored by his. Or he can fight with a group, in which case he'll be a typical end boss rank enemy. I leave it to Hades to make that choice.
I'm not telling you what to do.
No.
So my personal input would be, considering the speech just made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus,
No, we're all gonna fight him.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
it's
Kind
worth
of
noting.
symbolic.
Yeah, it's worth noting. Fane actually gets punted out of the shadow, so she's not in this fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
So since she's not one of the said friends,
Yep.
she's an
She
acquaintance.
gets punted out.
Okay.
I was gonna say he received quite a load of heals before the battle begins, but
Give me
alright.
just a second here. I am repositioning everyone to what I'm imagining things are looking like here. And also, I posted the battle music in chat.
Yeah, I'm listening to it already.
Same.
Oh, boy.
You know, considering this looks like... You know, Thanatos, considering this looks like you, this is going to be oddly cathartic.
Well, just thank me. You've always wanted to shoot me in the face.
This is for every little remark.
Every little racist joke.
Yeah, although
I wasn't expecting to fight a version of yourself, but okay.
So yeah. Also, just for purposes, everyone is back to max HP and MP because this is going to be rough if I didn't.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool. That'll be fine.
Alright. Spells, health, attacks, everything at the ready. Thanatos, I'm going to do a disabling shot, but only after. First move is yours.
Indeed. Can I get into melee range? Yes, I can.
I
I'm
should've
gonna
saved
go
my
right
last
up to melee range and give him a walt with my new axe. Just as a point, since he's basically me, he's probably got the same ability that nullifies shadow damage, so I'm probably not going to be using dark side.
Yeah, pretty much anything that neither of you have any reactions to shadow damage for this fight. Damage step increases will still be a thing, though, if you choose to use that.
Okay, but it'll still take my health away, but it won't do shadow damage, right?
Indeed. Well, it will, but it will do shadow damage, but neither of you have any reactions to it. It just does regular amounts of damage to you two specifically.
But does he have the bad blood ability that I do that heals me with shadow?
That is mitigated for this fight. That's not in play. Because
I just wish it didn't.
The whole idea symbolically is you are literally overcoming your dark side as it's attempting to usurp control.
Okay, cool. Well then, let's see if my attack hits.
I just wish it didn't use up that ability that shields him. I just have to use cover instead.
Let's see here. Right. That was a 7. No, that don't hit. And also,
okay, well,
I need to see if
saying I was using dark side.
Oh well, no. I mean that attack doesn't hit.
I mean, I know.
Also, I need to see if he counterattacks.
Oh,
he has counterattack, right? It's range.
And he does. But it's not a melee counterattack, it's a magical one. He's casting a spell on you.
Oh, lovely.
Let's see here. Where is it? Ah. Okay. Well, what is your
magic armor?
Yeah.
Magic armor is 10.
Alright. So that is 60 damage. As you come in for an attack, you swing the new scythe down. Caius catches it on his sword, and the moment he does, you see his eyes flash red for a second, and it's like the blood is being just pulled right out of your veins. Just life essence just is suddenly sucked out of you, and you quickly push yourself back and land back here, and the red energy sort of swirl around Caius for a second before dissipating.
Shit! What the hell was that?
He has a 25% chance to counterattack with Drain.
Alright, I'm gonna move in here. I'm gonna go. Alright, what do you think? Disabling shot accuracy or avoidance?
Well, he's got spells, so accuracy probably won't be that much of a thing, so I would say avoidance.
Alright, so let's roll 2d6 plus 4. Let's try it. 10.
10? That just hits.
Alright.
So avoidance
So I'm going to reduce it by 2.
Those avoidance is now 8.
That's lovely.
51 damage.
51 damage minus his armor. We're going to be here a while, by the way.
Yep. This is the final boss, one would assume. Prepare your limit breaks, people.
I'm already starting up mine.
So that's...
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, that. Good.
Yep.
Stat boost.
Alright, okay.
Actually, no, do it. Actually, as I said, do your limit break beginning of next turn so we all get that initial accuracy bonus.
Alright, so... After seeing Thanatos get knocked back, you come up and fire off a quick shot. Thanatos turns to face it, sort of lifts up his wrist, catches like... pulls the bolt out and chucks it aside.
Hang in there, Thanatos.
So this explains why time stopped. Time never stopped. It was literally all in his head.
Yeah. So that's a cure to Thanatos?
Let me guess.
So he was always just... So basically, I was raised by myself.
Essentially. You were raised by your own dark side.
And why we never saw him, because he was never truly physically there. It was just in your mind.
Pretty much.
Until now.
So how can we all see him now?
Because the dark side is attempting to separate from you and take control.
He's literally the devil on his shoulder. Everything inside Thanatos is bad. No wonder he hated him.
Jeez.
Wow. Was he responsible for the stupid as well, or was that just Thanatos?
That was just Thanatos. That was just Italian.
Gee, thanks, Rocket.
All right. So,
well, you know, in a way, the way I see it, like, in a way, like, you're Thanatos and this is Talion, the angry little kid who never got over losing his parents that were fighting in an odd way.
She's
now,
not wrong.
Now I just check with something. I won't be able to use Astro, right?
No, you've already used Astro.
Okay, so I'm going to use cover on Thanatos.
Alright. So I will remove the tower from knee and plunk it on Thanatos.
Okay.
I'm good with this.
And what is the Mika going to do? Or I don't know. Can Rocket
Don't
get
even
into
walk it.
melee range?
Can I?
You
No.
can, but you won't be able to attack. You'd have to use your entire turn to get in melee range.
Oh,
It's up to you
Okay.
what you do then.
all right.
all right,
I'll just
and-
get to where I can attack next turn.
All right, and Mika is going to cast Blizzara.
All of the damage. Don't hold back.
Indeed.
All of my we're literally fighting my edgy side.
Yeah, and if he wins, like I'm pretty sure that if he probably kills you, you wouldn't die. He would just take control of your body.
Indeed,
boy.
and then the fight would become against Thanatos.
Yeah.
And then you'd all have to put me down. So
Indeed.
Yeah.
So don't fucking die.
I
Alright.
won't.
All right, so that is.
It's time to
let's
defeat
see,
your
so that
edgy
is
side.
51 damage to Caius.
Thanatos,
so-
if you beat your edgy self, I promise to take back nearly every insult.
Nearly.
Nearly.
All right, so
Hey, Caius.
so Mika.
Caius. Emo is so 2009.
All right, so Mika slaps her book. Mika sort of turns her book into a sword, and sort of points it forward. Ice gathers along, and she gives a little swing, and it's like a crescent of ice just flies out towards Caius. He turns to face it, lifts his greatsword, slices into it, and shards of ice still put a few small wash over him and hurt him a little bit, but he's still going strong. And I believe
Alistair,
that's
for future reference, might I add, I think Holy might do something to this guy, because he's about as unholy as you can fucking get.
Right.
I
I'm
will
pretty
try.
sure it doesn't
But-
matter, considering he's basically me.
Let's see here.
I mean, I may try that, but right now I'm just focused on keeping everyone alive.
Here,
That's the more
let's see here.
important thing.
Caius is going to park
Especially
himself
Thanatos.
there.
Oh no. Group attack.
I don't have any group attacks. Well,
He might.
actually, no. Scratch that, I do.
You do.
All right. So, Caius is going to. So he's going to lift his sword into the air. It's going to pulse with darkness, and he is going to attack the entire group.
Told ya.
Wait, everybody?
He has
Yep.
he has an AOE.
And but Rocket's way the fuck over
Well,
there.
shit.
Yeah, it's still an AOE, so that's a 10 to hit. Who all does that get?
Let's have a
Doesn't
look.
get me, because mine.
It hits me dead on because I'm 10.
All right.
I'm 8, so it definitely hits me.
Your Mika's avoidance
Yeah.
is 6, so
So
I
is
wanted
mine.
to
So yeah,
12.
the only one that doesn't hit is Rocket because Rocket
You
never
just
hits.
barely hit me.
all right.
Well,
so,
shit, here comes the pain train. Or double the pain, because I'm covering Thanatos.
All right, so
Oh, yeah,
that
I don't take
is
any
71
damage.
magic armor
Yep.
damage.
Minus 15 for me.
So
26 for me.
Give me just a second.
This is going to be a very
Painful for me.
brutal fight.
Last boss, of course it is. So that is 56 from Neothil, 20 minus 26 for Alistair, right?
Yep.
Because holy shit, you are armored. That's 45 damage.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I take
Let's
Thanatos' damage.
see here. Oh shit, you do. Okay, so Thanatos, what's your
Yeah, I
armor?
take more than that.
Magic armor is 10.
So
Ouch.
that's another 61 Alistair. All right,
Yes.
now
Well, we do need to
All
keep
the way
Thanatos alive because his death would have, he's going to be the focus, and oh god, if he dies, bad things happen.
Forgive me, Thanatos. I know you do not approve of this, but you can't die here.
You know,
no matter
actually,
what
I'm-
happens, you
I'm
must
fine
live.
with this.
all
I'm
right,
fine
so
with this. Go ahead.
all right,
just
so
be there.
Caius lifts the sword up. A shadowy shockwave dome just erupts outwards, washing over everyone. Alistair quickly puts himself in front of Thanatos to take the brunt of it for him. And Rocket, you kind of flutter back a little bit to avoid the worst of it, but to the rest of you, it hurts like hell. And back to the party.
Right, so I'm going to, at this point, limit break.
Okay.
Limit break.
Wait, hold on. Alistair, did
Hang
you-
on.
Oh yeah,
Mine-
Alistair does his
mine
first.
first.
Do his first. Yeah.
Limit break for everyone.
All right.
So you all got boost stats.
All right, which stats again? Just remind me. And everyone else.
For this
Accuracy.
turn, we all get a +1 to our accuracy, and until the end of the day, we also get +1 step to healing and +1 step to attacks that include power.
Alrighty.
Big old buff that's going to be useful.
Oh, I don't know why I'm putting it as 4 of 4. I mean, this is a...
It's an in-day thing.
yeah, okay. My mistake. Okay.
If anything, it would just be a 1, because that's what the accuracy is, but yeah.
Yeah.
So extra... I mean, the accuracy doesn't matter for my limit break anyway, because I can't miss. So it's going to be 14 times... So yeah, so it's dex times 2 extra damage steps plus 2d6. So 14 times 5... So yeah,
Why
14
you do
times...
that?
Yeah. Hold on, let me just do this first before you do what you're going to do, yeah?
Well, I was going to ask... I'm going to ask the Dungeon Master a question.
Okay, shoot. What is it? Well, Nee's doing her calculations.
Yep. The high potions, does it heal like 100% or just a huge part of your health?
50%.
50%.
Because
You know,
I was
I
thinking
forgot
of
we
using
had
that at some
potions.
point. Because I was thinking of using a high potion on me at some point since I'm absorbing all of Vanatos' damage.
Yeah, that would
Probably
probably be a
wise.
good idea. First things
So I just heal
me,
myself.
Are you done with your calculations?
Yes. 73.
73 damage, minus 7 for his armor.
You don't touch! Boom.
Right.
Doing a
Aw,
flip
me.
and landing
Oh, nee, you do care.
on the other side of you.
Alright, so yeah, you jump up into the air doing a little flip, you fire off like because your levels are going up and your speed's increasing, you manage to fire off like 3 shots in rapid succession, each one splits into a small hailstorm. They rain down on Caius, sort of flickering in the shadowy space with little flashes of gold light. Before you land back there and spin back to face him, Caius sort of was using his big-ass great sword as a makeshift shield to block most of it, but he still took some hits. He lowers it like... Alright, let's
Take
see.
off 3 destiny points. I'm now on 10.
Alright, let's see here. Mika... is...
As for me, I have no destiny points now,
Really?
so I best be careful. Yeah, I used 3 last time, didn't? And then now use 3 again.
So he's out.
Right,
Yep.
okay, yep, so you just... Alright, if you die, you're dead. Good to know.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mika, let's see here. I am going to have her use X magic
So to do 2 spells at once?
to do 2 spells at once from different schools. She is going to use Dia and Blazara. So let's see here. So now it would be power times 3 plus 2d6 because of the limit break.
Yep.
That is 31 for Dia.
You know, Rocket, I think your limit break would be very useful against this guy.
Oh, yeah, Rocket's got the most destiny out of all of us.
How many destiny have you got, Lumina? Lumina, why are you mute?
I think she might have walked out for a bit. I don't know.
Bugger!
We'll get to her later. First things first, just calculations.
Alright, yep, let's hear it. And then 59 damage from Blazara.
And
Oh, you're back.
And the way that works is Mika like conjures a pearl of light in her offhand, and more ice sort of appears on her sword. She lifts up the pearl of light, swings, sends out another crescent of ice. They merge together and turn this crescent of ice into just like a crescent of pale glowing crystals. Caius turns to it and attempts to block it and slides back a few feet.
Right in range of Rocket.
Indeed.
Your limit break. How much destiny points have you got, Rocket?
16.
Brilliant.
Go for it.
hit
If you,
him.
want, if you want to go for it, go for it.
Hit
I
him.
do, but I don't know how to calculate.
Roll 3
Oh.
attacks first and foremost.
And the basic ramped bit.
I don't have to roll accuracy, do I?
Oh, you have to roll accuracy 3 times.
If you're using
okay.
if you're using your second tier limit break, yes, you have to roll it 3 times, 1 for each attack.
And you got 1+ up from my ability.
Yeah,
You
so
need to get at least 8 for each one, because I got his accuracy, his defense down. So
Well,
You can do it.
8 normally, so it's 9.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, +1. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a definite
she
hit.
literally can't miss any of these because she has +9.
Unless she has a critical fail.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
it's-
sure that. Like
Shit.
that.
You had to say something.
Okay, so that one misses.
Because critical fails are a
One
thing.
more.
And one more.
Phew.
All right.
2 hits.
So 2 hits.
Okay, so let's see here. So now Rocket, what is your current weapon tier? It's tier 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and what's your power? I'm just trying to do the calculations in my head over here.
It's 10 with that armor.
All right. So then. All right. So if I'm understanding this right, you need to roll 4d6 plus 140 minus 7.
Okay, slash roll. 40.
Yeah, against a single target, her limit
Can
break
you
is
stop talking so I can concentrate, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
120, you said?
140.
140 times
Is
7?
No. Just 4d6 plus 140 minus 7.
Okay.
Ouch.
Nice.
That's
Eat
100.
my
That
friend
hits
alive!
twice.
Right, so 145 damage to Caius as Rocket, flares out her wings, fire branches out of her like giant phoenix wings. She gives 3 hard flaps. Caius turns as they're coming in, lifts his sword up like a shield, catches the first one, and the other two, you can see like smoke and embers drifting off of him from the other 2 hits before he swings his sword to one side and disperses the smoke. He narrows his eyes.
Jojo mode. Engage.
Right, is that everyone this round?
That's still me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't done anything yet.
And me, but I'm gonna let Thanatos go first. Go ahead,
Okay,
buddy.
so.
You did your limit break, didn't you?
Yeah, but don't
Yeah.
I still have like an action?
I think
Alright,
that's
so-
how it works, yeah.
I'm going to use a fire spell then
Alrighty.
to avoid any unfortunate counterattacks. 39. Oh, and no, that's plus an extra 11
Plus an extra.
because of the.
Right, so
Oh,
50 minus 7 then, so 43.
Yep.
So you sort of jump around from behind Alistair, fire gathering in your hand, you chuck it at him, and Caius sort of lifts up an arm to catch it, washes over him, he lowers his arm, it's burnt and scarred looking. And Alistair, what are you doing?
I'm trying to think. Should I hit him with holy, then do the heal, or what?
Well, you can't. You can only do one. I would check
I
my
meant-
potion.
I meant, this round shoot a beam, next round heal up.
I would heal it now, considering you're covering me.
Okay, it'd be a bit of a waste of a half, but alright.
A bit of a waste of a half. You're almost at
If I
half
use
right
a
now.
high potion.
That would literally get you back to full HP.
Indeed.
Fine. I just waited for Mika, but alright.
Alright, so you chugging a high potion?
Yeah.
Alright, you are back to max. Okay.
Considering who he's after, I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for me more than the others.
Unless he uses group attacks.
Well, he could keep spamming that. I don't
Although
know.
with my limit, he'll be after me too.
Maybe. It all depends. We'll see.
Alright, so Caius is going to give off a grunt. He's going to jump back a little bit, land back here,
Oh,
and dark energies are going to start gathering on his sword as he lifts it up. And he is going to use his limit break.
What?
He is using his limit break, the last dark.
Isn't this the one where comets come from the sky?
Not comets.
He literally rips a hole in the sky and darkness rains down on the battlefield.
Alright.
Is it a group or a single target thing?
I'm pretty sure it's a group.
It's a group.
And most of us are, like, 3 of us are hurt by shadow damage, and Alistair gets extra.
Uh,
For the cover.
shadow damage doesn't play a part in this.
Yeah, it's not shadow damage, it's non-elemental.
Ah.
Now
Oh,
also,
Mika!
okay, now I also need everyone to make opposed force checks.
Alistair gets 2 doses of that, so he's down.
Mm-hmm.
So the target you need to beat is 13 for your force checks.
My
Well, I
force
met that.
is. Oh, so Alistair is just.
One. I'm down. There's no way. There's no way.
10. I don't.
All right.
Hang on. Force check. Did you say?
Well, I mean, you're down, so it doesn't matter. You dodged the status ailment.
Okay.
All right, and
Okay, got
Mika is also
Go
down.
get it, Predator.
All right.
Oh, this is going swell.
All right, so everyone just took 150 points of damage, except for Thanatos, who took 0, and Alistair, who took 300.
I have a Phoenix down.
Oh, shit. Actually, I think, yeah, Knee's down, too.
Yeah, we need these to finish. Wait, 3 people are down in 1.
That's his limit break for you. And as for, let's see, Rocket, you passed the check. Thanatos, you passed the check. So neither of you are afflicted with blind.
Get your Phoenix downs, because he can kill 3 of us this turn.
Fuck.
I got Phoenix down.
All
Okay,
right.
who's still got their Phoenix downs?
So that's what I'm gonna do.
There's
Should
2
we
on
just have
me.
it?
Alright, I have one.
Yep. And Mika has a Phoenix down in her inventory, so if you can get within a short range, you can use the person you're helping's Phoenix down.
Okay.
Rocket can reach me and use mine.
Yeah, I'll get Alistair then.
Mm-hmm.
Also, since Alistair is down, I'm saying that a cover is dropped.
Fair enough.
Bollocks.
Yeah,
Alright.
Rocket, you can just about reach me, so you can use one on me. But I also use one on Alistair.
I don't have any Phoenix.
You can use one in my inventory. I have
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I just made that
Okay.
ruling. You can use one of her.
I have 2 actually, so.
Okay, so I'll get Alistair up, Rocket will get me.
All right.
Actually, no, I only have 1. Shit.
Well, either way.
I have one as well, so now I have none.
All right, so Thanatos and Rocket, you spend the entirety of your party's turn getting up your comrades.
I feel like we're gonna die.
As you're picking everyone up, Caius turns to you, Thanatos, and he is going to charge directly at you.
Oh,
I'm starting to think us doing as a boss is a bad idea.
Well, we weren't really given a choice.
Well, we were, but we just wanted to jump in and say, no, instead of one-on-one.
Think about it this way: if it wasn't all of us, it'd be just Thanatos. So,
Yeah, but then
He
the
would have
stat
been in a
block.
good heap of trouble.
But then the stat
And
block
then
could be mirrored, so that's
yes,
a
but he
15
also
to
would
hit.
have no backup. So, you know.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Again,
It would be
so,
it would
yeah,
be
that
an
hits
even
me.
fight in that scenario.
So yes, that hits me.
He's
Still.
part of my flock. I'd rather support him.
Fair enough.
Okay,
So your
So,
armor
again,
is
that
15, right?
Yeah. my regular armor is 20.
Ah, okay. All right.
Also, even if he would be an even fight, I see as kind of a higher chance. 50-50 is still a higher chance that he'd win, since he has no support, no
Right.
Phoenix sounds, nothing.
All right. So Caius comes in at you as you're helping Alistair. You barely lift up your weapon to keep him from cutting you in half as he slams his greatsword into yours, and you go flying back a few feet. You skid to a halt.
Alright, here's a plan
Back to the
for
party.
this turn. I'm using a Phoenix down on Mika.
Mika can't take any actions because she's
Alistair.
been revived, but yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I've used my one and only Phoenix down. Alistair, you heal someone.
I mean, we have potions.
Yeah. Rocket, you use a potion on either on one of us that isn't healed. Thanatos,
Okay.
you can't reach us, so maybe chuck a fireball or something.
It's
or-
worth noting,
No,
Caius's spell list is mirrored to Thanatos's. They have the exact same spell list, so
Yeah.
if there's a spell you've seen Caius use, it means Thanatos has it.
And holy
Dark side,
magic
fireball,
will not work.
lightning. So be careful of that. Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. All right, so who's doing what?
No,
Right, Mika can't do anything.
No,
Me
Alice-
can't do anything.
Let's do the heals first. Front
Right.
thing.
So, Alistair, you're healing?
I'm trying to think. Should I heal myself, or should I heal Mika, or should I heal Rocket? I mean, how many times you're gonna
Heal the
use it in
people
a
that
straight
are
block?
someone that's on
I've
1
got
HP.
2 minor heal potions.
No,
I have. If you want to use one on me, you can use a high potion that's in my pocket. Get me up massively.
Okay, I'll use it on you.
All right, so
Mhm.
so Nee has one of her potions used, so she's up to 101 HP.
And
Mika, do you
Alistair-
have a high? Mika, do you have a high potion?
She does indeed have a high potion.
Then I'm gonna let her have that one.
All right, so she's up to 85.
Because I only have one heal potion left, and a load of
Okay.
regulars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanatos, do you have any sort of stun ability that we could use to get another ton of healing?
Do I have a stun ability? No.
Fuck.
I do have something. Ooh, that might actually work. Okay,
Well,
so
do it, mate.
he used Drain before, so I'm gonna give him a taste of his own fucking medicine.
All right.
So, yeah. Bad news is Drain takes 25 of my MP.
Yep.
How many? Out of curiosity, how many times can you use that limit break destiny points? And
Caius is spent as far as Destiny is concerned. He cannot
Oh,
use
good,
that attack
'cause-
again.
Okay,
that
he
was
can't-
brutal.
Yeah, he can't do it again. Okay, so now for Drain.
But can
Yes,
Rocket
power
use that
times
limit
3,
break
but-
again?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So,
Uh,
fun fact: since I'm below 50% of my health, my last resort kicks in, and I get an extra damage step.
Oh, yeah.
No, but that would also really hurt you.
That's Dark Side.
No,
You're thinking of Dark
That's
Side.
dark
Last Resort
side.
is different.
Last resort
I-
only activates when I'm below half, and
Ah.
it just adds an extra step.
Yeah, in the video
thought
game
they
adaptation, I
confirmed
have Last Resort as just an amped up Dark Side because I couldn't figure out how to make it a passive effect. So,
Okay, sure. So
Ah,
again,
That's why I thought it did more damage to him. But no,
right, yeah.
so okay, this is a drain spell, and I believe I get half of this back.
Let me double check the wording of drain. Drain. Blood red orb. Equal to the amount, not half. Total. You get
Okay.
back a full 60.
Okay, so that's 60 damage to him, and I get 60 back.
Indeed.
Can't do that again.
Although it's actually 53 for him, but I'll let you take the 60 because I'm nice.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, you lift your hand, summoning a crimson orb in your hand, you chuck it, it zips across like a red dart, it hits Caius in the chest, he takes a step back, it swirls and bubbles before ripping back out, back to you, swirls around your hand, your heart beats a little warmer in your chest, and you get some HP back.
And I believe that's everybody.
That is everyone. So Caius is
but
going-
Rocket.
Rocket
Oh,
used
yeah.
her turn to help me. So Caius is going to, let me check his ability.
Charge me.
He is going to lift his hand and point it at you and say, "Give that back." And he is going to cast Drain.
Oh shit!
Just because you're my shadow does not mean you can copy me.
is this the equivalent of a bitch fight?
No, this is the equivalent of a Pokemon fight between two dark Pokemon.
God,
Use a strain. Use a strain. Use a strain. Use a strain. We're going nowhere.
it's so unfair that dark types are my favorite.
What's your,
It'd be funny if your,
how much
it
is
would
your
be
magic
funnier if
armor?
it was Flash.
God damn it.
Your magic armor is what, 10?
Yes.
Alright, so you take 56 damage and Caius gets 56 HP back.
Fuck. So we basically just got back all the damage that I
Well,
just did.
that means that nothing happened, which I'm okay with because that means that we have more chance to heal
Mika is casting Cura on the party.
the entire party.
Thank
Good.
you. Ah.
Let's see, so that
I'm-
is mind times 5 plus 2d6 to everyone.
Oh my god, why?
So everyone gets back 60 hit points.
Why am I so OP?
I wish you were this OP and not just your emo side.
You always know what to say, Nee.
And
Go back
me.
to 2009 where you came from, Caius.
Alright.
Oh, the jokes.
Alright, so that, as I recall, cost Mika 30 for MP.
Well, I better get jugging or better get dying.
Yeah, it's just you heal yourself this turn, Alistair.
Yep.
Yeah, if you got another potion, go ahead and chug it.
I'm using my last high potion to heal myself.
We're gonna need a resupply, including. Does anyone have any Phoenix Downs left? I think Mika does, doesn't she?
I don't
I
have
used-
any. I have 2 minor heal potions.
I used mine.
I've used mine. Alistair and Mika, do either of you have Phoenix Downs?
Mika has one.
I used mine.
We have
Mika
one
has
Phoenix Down left between the party. Just
Yeah.
you know.
Well, nobody die. He can't do the limit break again.
It's not my fault that Phoenix Downs are incredibly expensive. I can't just find them at random.
Well, we have
like
lots of money, so
freaking
after this
Final
fight-
Fantasy 7.
After this fight, we're resupplying the fuck out of ourselves.
Indeed. But let's
All right.
focus on the me, or the dark me, or whatever.
Alright, yeah, I'm shooting him.
I can't do
I'm
anything.
also
except move.
going to move, just so we're not so bunched. So I'm going to move behind him to get a flank on. Just because. Alright, so 2d6 plus 32. 53.
Well, don't you gotta roll for accuracy first?
Yes, I do.
And we gotta subtract 7 from that because his armor, magic armor, both 7.
Yeah,
How much you get a crit?
I hit him.
That does hit. Yep. So he takes 46 damage.
Wait, his avoidance is 8 now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's hear. Mika already acted. Rocket, Thanatos, what you two doing?
No limit break.
Okay.
She has the Dark Destiny is there for this, and she'll
Yeah,
get
she's
2
got-
from this as well. So
Yep.
Is my bonus still in effect or
No,
not?
no, the accuracy bonus is gone, so just regular accuracy for this. Roll it.
So
we've still got an extra step of power though.
plus
Yeah.
140.
You gotta roll your attacks first.
Oh,
Yeah, 3 accuracy checks.
that.
Come
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
Don't roll snake eyes. Don't
Yeah.
roll snake eyes, please.
8 because there's no bonuses.
Yep, just 2d6 plus 8. Still pretty good. Can't miss except on a critical fail.
Yep.
Nice one. Two.
Yep. Okay.
Come on, 3.
No snake eyes.
Do it. Yes!
That's 3 attacks.
That is 3 consecutive hits, so
Rocket, we don't deserve you.
let's see here. So that I do believe is 6d6 plus 210 minus 7. So yeah, Rocket, just go ahead and copy that formula I just put in chat there. Or minus 7, not minus 8. But yeah.
Oof.
You know what? It's a good thing you didn't get too overpowered, Thanatos, so this would be even more painful.
Well, just be glad the shadow damage isn't working, or we'd all be dead.
Yeah.
I believe in Thanatos. I know he can overcome this. You got nothing.
That's 220 damage. Alright. Alright, so. You send out 3 more waves of flames, and they wash over Caius, exploding outwards. As you kind of shield your eyes for a second to the sharp contrast of bright exploding flames against the pitch black darkness surrounding you. When they fade, Caius sort of swings his sword to disperse the smoke. He's looking a little roughed up, but he's still going strong. He lifts his eyes to glare at you, Rocket. Is that right?
Oh no.
And Thanatos, what are you doing?
I'll use a dark side fireball.
Dark Side Fireball to get the extra damage steps. Alright, you take 56 damage for Dark Side.
Okay, and since does that also activate last resort?
Let me figure out exactly what you're at. Yeah, it does actually, because you are under half HP by 1 point.
Nice. So that's plus 88.
Phew.
93.
Fuck you.
Alrighty. You send the burst forward. I forgot to subtract his. Got to go from that. Okay. So it flies over. Caius turns and blasts into him. He slides back a couple feet. Alistair, are you doing anything?
Oh, I
Fine,
suppose
Didn't you check a potion?
I drank a potion.
Oh, yeah, okay,
So-
yeah. All right. So, back to Caius. And Caius, he
Oh
is
no.
going to lift his hand towards you, Rocket, and his palm is going to start crackling with electricity.
Yeah, I knew this was happening at some point.
Well, it's mostly because you mentioned it.
All right, so let's
I
see
really would have
here.
forgot.
Let's see.
I'm going to
So-
be covering Rocket next turn.
Rocket,
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
Let's see here.
Well, I have been a big tank, so
Oh,
this is going to happen eventually.
All right, so, and what do
Oh,
we have written
phew.
on your character sheet is your elemental reaction to electricity again? 50% more?
Let's see.
Oh shit.
I believe so.
That means
Yeah.
she goes down.
No,
Yes,
it doesn't. 50%. Like, if it's 100% more, then yes. If it's 50% more, then no. She'll
Well,
still be
50
there.
Oh, I see.
I'm
50
not seeing anything.
Give me
Well,
a
50% more is 35 extra damage.
Yeah.
Let me check it really quick here. Yeah, you take 50% more
105.
damage. Yeah, 50% more.
Which is good, because if it was 100% more, fuck. That'll be
But doesn't
another...
her armor
Yeah, it's
help her?
105.
Won't her armor protect her?
Oh, then what
a bit?
about her magic armor?
Yeah, what is your
Yeah.
magic armor again?
Okay, my magic armor is 10.
So 95?
95 damage to Rocket.
Alistair, get on the heels.
Not just.
The thunderbolt blasts you in the chest. You go flying back a few feet and skid to the ground over there. Back to the party.
Rocket, I need you to charge in a limit break. I will cover you and heal you.
I can't do that till next turn now.
Ah.
We have to wait until his turn is over.
I mean, he
Oh,
did
it
it.
is, isn't it?
Well, it's the party's turn now. Caius just ended his turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You spent it
So,
blasting
how much,
And you're in
before you do
range.
it, how much destiny do you currently have, Rocket?
10
Left. 10.
after those 2 attacks.
I will point out that if you use one more limit break, that'll put you below 8, and you won't be able to use them to survive if you get killed.
So let's hold off on
I-
it just in case.
Like, I would delay using it again until we're particularly desperate.
I was going to cover her so she wouldn't take any damage.
Well, the thing is, you still take damage. I think it'd be more valuable at this point, Alistair, if you heal.
Oh, I was going to do that anyway. But okay.
So yeah, just heal Rocket. We'll see if we can get Caius' attention away from Rocket.
Still, I'm going to open fire again.
All right.
This is for every time you teased me about Mika.
Nee, why do I get the feeling you're slightly enjoying this?
Enjoyment's not the word, but sure. 13 to hit.
All right. And Rocket
And
gets back
35
33
health.
HP.
Phew.
And
Max damage.
All right. And 54 minus 7. It's 47. So you fire off another crossbow bolt, and it kind of pierces under the shoulder plate on his right arm. He takes a step forward. Ugh. All right. I'm going to have Mika expend some MP of her own. I need to really quickly shear off 7 MP from Alistair for using Cure.
Can I quickly ask something, DM?
Yes.
When we were fighting the boss the other day called Thanatos, were you thinking of this fight?
What?
But in FF Final Fantasy XIV, when we were fighting the boss, it's called Thanatos, the other day, were you thinking about this fight during that?
No.
Because we are literally fighting Thanatos.
No, that's not what I was thinking. I was just thinking, he stole your name. That's about as far as that train of thought went, because I was more focused on trying to keep you guys alive in the 24-man raid. Now, anyways. Alright, so Mika
Enough.
is expending some MP of her own to cast Cure on Rocket as well. So Rocket gets back another 29 HP. Alright. Let's see here. So, Nia and Mika have both gone. Rocket, what you
I'm the
doing?
only one that... Or, yeah, Rocket. It is.
Well, he has made racist remarks against me before, so I guess I gotta get revenge for those.
Melee attack?
Yeah.
Limit break
Alright.
time.
Nope, not
Oh,
limit
actually,
break.
no.
She's holding
Melee.
it.
No, if
Really?
I do limit break again, I'm not gonna have enough points to,
Yeah.
so
survive.
okay, go down. Alright, roll accuracy then. Twelve hits. Roll
It's
damage.
just good. It's good to have that safety net there.
Yep.
No extra steps.
Actually, no, it's
one
still-
extra step because of Alistair's limit
Ouch.
break.
So it'd be
Yeah.
41 instead of 30?
It would be 40 instead of 30.
Okay.
The damage step is the multiplier.
40.
48 minus 7, so that's 41. You come in towards Caius. I need to roll a d4.
And he needs to get a 4 to do it. So fuck.
Bollocks!
Alright. Well, you come in and you manage to give him a good kick, but as he's sliding back, he looks up at you, his eyes glowing red, and he casts Drain on you. So that...
Fuck.
So that is...
When he does that, does it count into his magic?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he has a fuck ton of MP anyway. He has like over 300 of the damn stuff, but Rocket, what's your magic armor? I gotta figure that out in the calculation.
10.
Alright.
If he keeps draining everybody, we're never going to put him down.
Right, so that is 61 damage to Rocket.
Shit.
And he gets 61
Fuck.
HP back.
Crap.
As he's sliding
I
back
hate
from your
that
kick, he
ability
lifts
right
up his
now.
hand and gives it a good yank, and red energies blast out of you and soar into him. He gets some HP back. Alright.
25% chance to counterattack, and he's done it twice. And the
Alright.
2 times come up.
Alright, and Thanatos, I believe you still have something you can do, yes?
Yeah, I guess.
Kick his butt, Thanatos.
Okay, so I'll just do a regular fireball, and that's still using last resort. So
Would you say this is the toughest fight we've faced so far?
It's looking that way, yeah.
Alright, so what spell is that
61.
again?
Fire.
Okay, so I need to subtract 7 from that, so 54.
Well, it's not the worst fight we've ever had. At least we're not in a drug trip thing with a skeleton.
But-
Yeah, I guess.
Difficulty
Skeleton
speaking, this
induced
is the
drug trip.
highest fight you've fought so far. That was actually meant to be beaten. Alright, so
Are you sure? Because he's looking slightly OP for us right now.
you are meant
It's
to
a
win
tough
this.
fight.
Anyway, so
Meant
yeah, he
to.
just took damage from the fire spell. I actually have to be right back for a second because I really gotta pee. We've been going a while. We're gonna be going a while yet. You've got him below half HP. I will say that. Now I'll be right back.
Oh, well, that's good. All right, so who else has moves this turn?
I
Well,
think that's it.
that would be...
We need to talk tactics here. Depending on what he does this turn, obviously Rocket needs another heal.
Which I think she might go down at this point. I mean,
If
No,
he
he
goes
won't.
for her.
yeah.
Actually, Alistair didn't you say Alistair can do cover as well as a move on a turn?
Yes, that's why I said, should I cover her?
So you've taken your move, haven't you?
Yes, that's why
Can
I
you
want to
still
put cover on her.
Yes.
I could do
So you can
this.
still
It is
use
an
cover. You can still use cover on her before he
Thank
takes
you.
his move. So
Yeah,
you
Because I knew something like this would happen.
Yeah, well, it wasn't guaranteed, but now it has happened. You still have the option to do that before he takes his turn. Do it. It's necessary now.
I am. I was going to do it regardless if you liked it or not. I don't care if I take the hit. Fanet Pocket must live.
All right. Do you want me to keep? Doing a bow at a distance, or do you want me to take out the bloodletter dag, which does 50% more to humanoids?
I would say do more
Actually, no,
damage. We need to take this guy down as fast
Oh
as
yeah, the dagger that you got. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I have 2 daggers. I can sheath storm and take out bloodletter, which will be so 12 times 3 plus 2d6, so a max of 36 plus an extra 50%. So that would be 18.
As for you, Thanatos, you have a choice of either attack
46,
or basically drink
46.
it.
I just hold on.
6, 44, 54. So yeah, that'll be plus 54 damage rather than plus 42. So yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm
go ahead
think
and
I'm-
get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
So I'm
go
going
ahead
to
and
swap
use
out
the
for my
dagger.
blood lair. I'll be risking the counter attack, but I'll be doing more damage.
Indeed.
And for the
You
moment, I can
better
take it. If I get too damaged, I'll pull back. But for the moment, blood her.
Okay.
You, Thanatos, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get
I'm probably gonna
yourself
chug an
more...
ether next round.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Before his turn, Alistair said,
I'm gonna use
Please
cover.
Who are you covering?
Rocket.
"What do you think?"
Rocket.
Okay.
The one who needs it,
Alrighty.
because might be about to get hunted.
All right. Well, it's over to Caius's turn. Let's see here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. He's going to lift up his sword and it's going to start glowing with more dark energy. And he's going to come in to attack Rocket with it.
Knew it.
That's why we did it.
Here we go. I'm gonna take the hit.
That is a 15, so that definitely
Yeah,
hits, I'm pretty sure.
That definitely hits. Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, so, Alistair, you come rushing in to take the blow. This damage will still be calculated based off of Rocket's armor.
Which kind of sucks considering Alistair's got more.
Let's see, your armor is 20, right, Rocket?
My regular armor's 20.
Okay. All right.
Ow.
So, Alistair, you
Well,
take
it's not as
48
bad as
damage.
what it's
And
been.
also, Alistair, I now need you to make a force or finesse check. Your pick.
Of course. I'm gonna
Just because
go
of
with finesse because it's more.
All right, he's going to use force.
Great.
Is this because of a huge weapon?
It's
Oh,
because-
God,
it's
there's
because
no
of-
way.
It's because of an effect on this particular attack.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it. I'm not going to succeed, but I might as well try.
9 force? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, not even close.
All right, well,
Shitty dice.
okay, well, not shitty dice, just poor luck. So, what winds up happening is you all watch as, Rocket takes a few steps back, eyes going wide. Like, she's definitely fucked up, and for a second, like, you see that primal fear in her eyes at the prospect of about to be cut down. Alistair sees this and jumps forward, quickly putting himself in the way of the attack. He tries to lift his staff to take it, but Caius' greatsword just cuts right down through his staff, through him, and Alistair, for a second it just feels like a regular strike,
I'm down.
and then your vision pulses for a second, you hear a heart beating in your ears, and Alistair crumples to the ground at 0 HP.
Are you
No,
fucking kidding me?
Alright,
I
Mika.
fucking know it.
Mika, you're gonna need to use that last Phoenix down.
Are you sure we're supposed to win this?
I am sure, but it's meant to be hard.
Please tell me he can only do that once.
He can do it more than once, but he's only going to use it once for the time being.
Fuck's sake.
Alright, so
Tom.
Mika is going to run over and expend the blast of her Phoenix Stones to get Alistair up. Alright, so Alistair, you are now.
Fuck's sake.
Alright, Rocket, can you grab Alistair maybe and take him away?
Yeah.
Alright.
Get you and himself out of there for the moment until you can get some healing done.
Alright, so you quickly cook your beak onto the back of his claw and quickly just sprint away, hauling him along. And he doesn't.
Alright, Ian.
Right, and he can't take any actions this turn since he was KO'd. His cover is broken.
Alright, you bastard. I knew there's a reason I didn't like you. I'm taking the bloodletter down.
I just got Thanatos' a
I'm
talk about
getting,
what the
running
luck.
up to him, and I'm going to plunge it into him, which is just roll 2d6 plus 4 to hit. That hits.
Yep.
Just roll 2d6 plus, since it's extra against humanoid, plus 52. No, sorry, plus 54, so add 4 to.
Alright, so 62 minus 7.
Yep.
Alright, so that's 55 damage, and now he gets to roll a d4.
It's gonna
If he
get
gets a
worse.
25% again for 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I don't control RNGesus!
The dice is broken!
Oh my god.
The Dice Maiden hates us.
Okay,
The
so
dice
what is
want
your
us to
what is your
die.
magic armor?
15.
For
I literally
fuck's
just
sake.
threw my... Literally just shot my chair.
Alright, so
Alright,
he
oh
basically
crap.
just undoes all the damage you just did to him.
Why is there a 4?
Fuck.
I don't know why there's a 4.
What the heck?
Are you
Get
sure you
rid of
got
it.
his roll set right?
Yes, I've got his rolls set right.
3 times in a row, every single one 25%, all 3 have hit. Why can't he have XCOM bloody rolls?
I mean, because
Why,
because this
why
is an
does the
XCOM.
bad guys don't play fair?
25% never hits on XCOM.
This is bullshit.
I'm sorry.
I am
guys.
calling bullshit on the dice.
All
I
right.
call extreme bullshit.
All right. So,
This is
Thanatos,
why I
you're
like
the last
using
one who
you
hasn't
guys.
taken a turn yet. So, what are you doing?
Computers don't know
I have to
nothing.
chug a high ether because
So you're up to 20 then.
yeah.
All right. And if that's the case, back to Caius. And he is going to.
Fuck.
Let's see here, and he is going to turn to you, Nee, with an unamused grimace. And he is going to strike you with the pommel of his sword.
Bollocks.
Is this the stun thing like Chakal was doing?
No, this is a bit different. It's just a regular attack. No special extra things here. 13 to
It
hit.
hits.
Right. Let's hear. What is your armor?
15.
Right. 54 damage to Neothil as he clocks you across the side of the head with the pommel of his blade and sends you flying right into Mika, who catches you, and you both kind of go staggering a little ways.
Oh my god.
All right.
He's under half, we know that. We just need to keep this shit up. Alright, this time, we need rounds of healing. Who can do what?
Mika is
Mika can
going to
do
use
group
her
heal.
limit break.
Limit break.
Yeah, Mika is going to use her limit break. It's going to bring her down to a 9 destiny. But then
I'll count this as a hey, that's mine moment.
Yeah, but everyone gets back half of their max HP or MP, their pick.
HP.
HP?
Hey,
I magic yet. It hasn't been unlocked.
All right, so
Okay.
then.
heal me!
Calm down, Alistair. Jesus.
I'll do MP.
I would say I don't have MP because I'm mundane, but we've been down that rabbit hole, so...
All right, so that's.
Like I said.
So Alistair gets back 130 HP. Neothil just gets back 100. Mika is going to actually replenish her MP. Let's see. What's
And I also replenished my MP.
speed?
I feel fully vindicated on the fact that he never liked Caius.
Indeed. All right, so that's Mika's go. Nee, what are you doing now?
As much as I would say the dagger would do the most damage, the fact that he keeps getting that 25% makes me more inclined for you to use the crossbow.
I'm gonna give it one more go. If he somehow does it again,
I'm
Going
going
back
to
to-
say that somebody's rigged the fucking dice. at that
I
point.
have not done any
Yeah.
such thing. I have done no such thing. It's just D4s are finicky.
Alright, now that I've got help, I'm gonna try again.
All right. What?
This
Not to be
bastard.
deterred, stubborn as all hell. As an Aphil is wont to do.
That
What
hits.
can I say?
Damage.
Rania was my... What can I say? Rania was my sister.
Oh my goodness.
60 damage.
All right. -7 for his armor, so 53. Now he needs to roll his counterattack.
I swear to God, Tom.
If it's
This-
a 4,
It's a 4.
I'm sorry.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on this website.
I'm flipping the table!
Look, that one was a 3.
Can we just say it was a 3?
I don't know if you heard that crash, that was my headphones going across the room.
Okay, well, 1, calm the fuck down. And 2, I'm letting you take the 3 because I'm nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, Nee
Thank
managed
you, because against all probability, 325%, 425% in a row, no failures.
I mean, that's just
Oh.
it's not it's not that rolling 4 times you're 100% guaranteed to get anything else.
I know,
It's
but just the sheer probability that
I'm
all
sorry,
would
but
be...
this computer dice thing is broken.
Not
This is
really,
why-
no,
It's
that's
not,
just
it's
how
just the
statistics
sheer
work.
probability of it is so ridiculously low, and yet it's happened.
Try rolling
This-
3 natural 1s on a d20 in a row, and then you can complain.
This Edge Knight bastard has been hitting us constantly.
All right, so yeah, and he manages to put a nasty
I hate
slice
him.
across his front. All right, Thanatos, what are you doing?
I'm,
Calm.
I'm going to throw another fireball at him.
I don't have enough alcohol for this.
I need to listen to my metal music after this.
All right, 61 minus
Deep
7,
breaths.
that's 54. All right, woof, you throw a fireball, it burns bright in the area. Caius turns to it, it hits him. He slides back a few feet. Alice or Rocket, you two doing anything?
Yes, because this
What?
bastard.
Limit him
I
to
hate
a
him.
billion.
I hate him so much.
This is
I'm not
literally.
just trying.
I think I'm gonna do a limit break.
All right.
Thank
You know
you.
what? Fuck it, I don't care anymore.
All right,
So cool.
tier 1 or tier 2?
Hate him.
Tier fucking 2.
All right, make your 3 consecutive attack rolls then.
I thought it was tier 3.
No, she doesn't have tier 3 yet. None of you are getting that until a long time in the future.
Fuck.
Okay, so it's
I would-
plus 8 or plus 9?
Plus 8.
Eight.
Plus 8.
I love the fact that in this one fight, Rocket has used her limit break.
Kill
3
this
times.
bastard. Kill this bastard.
Wasn't going to use
Kill
it third
him
time because it
before
puts
it's
her
too late.
vulnerable. Oh, we hate him that much.
Life, it's personal.
Caius is literally the embodiment of everything you hate about Thanatos.
That's why I said this is
Die.
when he goes down, it's going to be cathartic as hell.
All right, yep, all 3 hit, so that's 66 plus 210 minus 7 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna have to type that out.
Oh, hey, the battle music finally looped. We've been in this fight for over an hour.
66
Mhm.
Plus 210 minus 7.
minus 7.
Yep.
Fuck off!
Yes!
All right, so that's 220 damage, all right.
220.
Get in there.
All right, so Rocket, what the rest of you see is like after like seeing this shit happen, Rocket like flares out her wings again. Big ass phoenix wings come out, and with a furious eagle shriek, she charges forward at Caius and like jumps up and kicks him in the sword. Like he lifts it up to block, he slides back, and she immediately follows up by flapping her wings 3 times, blasting him with waves of heat that send him sliding back quite some distance. Before she lands back here, panting heavily for breath, smoke rising from her sides, because that does hurt to do.
What's his condition?
He's looking pretty fucked up. Alice, here we go.
When I say fuck off, I mean fuck off.
And he could fuck off more than anyone else has fucked off before.
Tempting to unleash the full of my rage of magic upon him.
Or you could be useful and heal.
I mean, heal or cast 30 cost magic spell. Heal or 30 cost magic spell.
In terms of heal, unless he does something ludicrous, I think we can all survive the next turn. And he's fucked up.
30
I would
cost?
say hit him with everything you've got.
And you know what? Go ahead and hit him with arrow.
nay.
Or area or whatever it is.
It'd be a bloody pleasure.
Aurora.
Okay, go ahead and hit him. Aurora, go ahead and hit him.
Fuck him up.
Right. Mm-hmm. Where is it? Where is it? Looking on my shit. Yep, I'm gonna cast a 30 spell. Hang on a minute, I need to get closer to the screen.
White magic.
Power times 5 plus 2d6.
Hang on, just get back to the screen. What was that?
Your power times 5 plus 2d6 is the damage Aurora does.
Power times
Okay.
6 with his limit break.
The power times 6.
Alright. Okay. So my power is 6, 5 times it, you say?
6 times
6.
it, thanks to Alice.
So it's 36
Yep, 36.
plus 2d6.
Fuck you, you edge arrogant knight bastard!
Congratulations, Brian. You create a boss we all truly in a good way.
All right.
Death to the edge lord bastard.
And it would have to be the dark version of me.
All right, so, Alice, you kind of have to put yourself over here a little bit to have a shot, but once you do, you sort of pull a Mika and swipe your staff, and a gust of wind launches out that flies at Caius. He turns to it, lifts his arms up to shelter himself. It washes over him, and then he lowers his arms. All right. Now it's back to him.
You keep getting back up, and I'm gonna knock your fucking ass down.
So Caius is now also under the effects of Last Resort. Just heads up.
Oh,
Shit,
boy.
the bed!
So here, and I am going to park him right here. He's going to charge forward, lift his sword up again, and he's going to do that pulse thing.
The
Fuck
AoE.
you.
So that will be.
I can do up to 150 damage. That could take out 3. That could take out all but me.
Fuck.
Which, if he does, that's that.
For fuck's sake.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Eh?
That's the damage
Oh.
it does. So let's see here. So,
94 this time.
all right. So
Oh, good.
let's see here. Thanatos.
Yeah.
What is your magic armor? Or arm? Yeah, magic armor.
10.
All right. So you take 84 damage from that. Actually, wait. Hold on. I actually forgot to roll his accuracy. Never mind. Hold on. I need to roll that first to see who all he feels.
Fuck.
I'm relieved.
We roll the damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Who all does that hit?
Everybody.
Everyone.
I'm glad it's only 94 because it could have been so much higher like the first time, and if he got same as last time, I would be the only one standing.
I mean, what attack are you referring to here?
The group attack from before that downed.
That was his limit break.
Yeah, that was his limit break. This is not his limit break. This is just a regular pulse of darkness. All right,
Oh, good.
so let's see here. Okay, so Alistair, what's your magic armor? 20?
26.
All right, so 94 minus 26 is 68. So you take 68 damage.
Aw, just one short of being nice.
Indeed.
Imagine if we hadn't bought those high potions.
I'm just containing my anger before I smash something.
This is a boss we all well and truly.
If we hadn't bought those high potions, we'd be done now.
So this is 79 damage to Mika and me. And Rocket, your magic armor is 10, right?
Yes.
Alright, so that is 84 to you. Alright, so that's that. He sends out another pulse, it washes over everyone, it hurts like hell. Back to the party. I will have Mika begin her turn by immediately casting Cura to counteract that as best as she can.
And I'm gonna tell the Mr. Frickin' Edge Bastard Knight here to fuck off. Fuck off!
She's casting Cura. Before you do anything else, Yeah, well, he's doing that. I know I vowed never to go to below 8, but similar to Rock, given how much I hate this guy, I'm going to limit break.
Alright.
It's
I'm
with me,
delivering
but frankly,
44 damage.
he's so close, I want to inch out every bit of damage I can.
Mm-hmm. I just started off with 44 damage to his face.
Using what,
2d6.
Dia?
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
There
70.
goes my 30 mana again.
Oh, that would be Aurora, not Dia.
Yeah.
Alright.
Aurora.
Alright, see if that's minus 30 then.
I'm down to 18.
Yep, okay, now let's see here. 44 minus 7. 37.
I do 76 damage, so that'll be 69 to him, and I'm going to jump back over here.
It better not go down to one hit off. I swear, if it goes to one hit off.
Alright, so what happens is, as Need jumps over and fires off a flurry more of crossbow bolts, Alistair, you send out a gust of wind to actually grab the bolts and bring them down with even more speed, force, and ferocity, and focus them on Caius. So it's like the heavens themselves are shooting him as like a dozen bolts strike him from above.
Good.
He's under 100.
Oh my god. If this...
Finish it! Rocket, Thanatos, go!
Do what?
If you...
Rocket, attack him.
Limit break him!
I don't
He's
think that's
100.
necessary.
Just you two both just go at him. Also, Thanatos, in terms of your limit breaks, what does yours do?
Actually, on that note, Thanatos. That one we discussed. Would you like to use it now?
Fuck the hell yes!
Okay.
Because if you don't kill him this turn, I might have to be watching.
Oh, trust me, he's gonna be dead. You're gonna love how much damage
And
this one does.
do it!
I heard of second chances, but I don't think third chances exist.
All right. So, am I using my tier 2 limit break?
Yes, you are. Roll that. You
Oh.
have the document up, right?
I do.
A more
Okay.
suitable way to end this, there is.
So go ahead and roll that damage then.
And I still get all the pluses from Callister's limit break and last
So
resort.
yeah, fuck,
right?
that'll be times 10. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, make sure this guy's in the ground.
Okay,
No.
let's see here.
Make
Plus
him
his ass.
disintegrate out of existence.
All right, let's see here. All right, hold on, guys. I actually need to get a calculator.
Yes.
I actually need to get a fucking
What,
calculator.
what's your
Oh, shit.
power? What's your power?
Well, I mean, not only that, Tone, but there's also the extra bonus I get from it. Hold on.
I mean,
Throw this bum
I
out,
mean,
you ain't
Alistair's
got
thing
no
just
money.
bumps your thing up from a times 9 to a times 10, so.
You have forgotten one part of my new limit break.
All right, the increased damage, right? Okay.
Hold on. So
Yeah.
that's plus 85 and 11 times 11 is 121. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to hurt the poor bastard.
Good.
Kick his ass.
Dash roll. 2d6.
I don't want to see a single trace of him left. I want him
He's
obliterated.
a representation of everything Ni disapproved of. He's been doing this, and he made you think that he cared about you in a fatherly way. Turns out he's just literally all of the evil that was in you, personified, using you for a means to an end. So,
Right.
on many
And
levels,
in the
Neophil, I fucking hate you. Kill him, Thanatos.
All right, so
Ladies and gentlemen.
does that
for-
does that include the extra damage there?
Yes, it does.
Jesus.
and in the end, his future ends in darkness, as it well
Just
should
where
be.
it
All right, so Thanatos, you how do you want to do this? Because that's 213 points of damage, and he's at 62.
So this. So yeah, this. Okay, so just first describe my limit break for us, would you?
Okay, so Thanatos kind of looking at Caius, who's like fallen to one knee with all of the arrows knee planted in his back. Thanatos lifts up a hand, and a black flame begins to gather in his palm, growing steadily, crackling with purple and crimson electricity. He pitches back and throws it, and the air around him like distorts as if being sucked in by a black hole. Everything around it just loses color and whatnot. The flame flies forward, expanding out, and Caius looks up at it as it flies up and it rushes into him, essentially. There's this ominous, deep growling sound in the air, as if 1,000 like zombies are growling and gurgling at once as it washes over him.
Sayonara.
And as the flames are washing over Caius, there's another pulse. A piercing, shadowy beam reaches up into the sky and pierces the paradoxically larger on the inside dome of shadow that Caius has made, and disperses it. And as it slowly just dissipates like mist after the morning sun burns it away. And fittingly, the sun is rising in the distance with that. And as
I won't need to go to the hospital.
And as the last of the shadows fade, you see Fane not far away, kind of looking on with wide eyes, and Caius is still on his knees, sort of there in the middle of the balcony, which is now just torn up. And he slowly lifts his head to look at you. He has this odd smile on his face. I see. You've made me proud, Thanatos. He says before forcing himself steadily to his feet. You can see shadows are like drifting off of his body, little wisps of shadowy energy. You have what it takes. With this victory, I'm convinced. He, then slowly starts to walk in your general direction, his greatsword falling from his hand and vanishing away. But just know that you can't be rid of your dark side. Everyone has one. So long as you can control it, you have nothing to fear from it. He kind of walks by you and stops at your side, facing the other direction. Glances at you from the side. And if ever you need me to take the reins, I will be more than happy to do so. You need only ask. He then closes his eyes, and the rest of you watches Caius turns completely pitch black and disappears, and the cloak falls to the ground. And his words echo in the air. And I'll always be with you.
Goodbye.
Who said this was goodbye? The voice says in the back of your head.
Wait. Are you in my head now? This is all like...
Yeah, you're thinking, and he's like, I am literally a part of you. Did I not just get finished saying that?
I'm still kind of trying to process it, and you were trying to take over me and all that, so this is... Forgive me if this is a little weird.
We needed
Is he
to...
talking
I
to
needed...
himself? Or
He's
literally
thinking.
himself?
He's thinking.
Guys.
You can't hear it.
You guys can't hear this.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. You hear Caius kind of chuckling. My intention was purely to test you. Although if you had failed, you would have perished. But you passed. And your dark side is subservient. As I said, you feel a bit of darkness crackling around your fingers, and you look at it for a second. If you ever have need of me, you need only ask. And with that said, Caius, or not Caius, Thanatos, you gain a new ability.
Pardon?
I will go ahead and send it to you.
I get a new ability.
You get a new ability for beating the final boss of your arc. Yes.
Whew. That is the most stressful boss.
That was probably the
Session
hardest
ever.
boss we've ever done.
Which, that's the amount of stress I was not expecting nor need. But I'd be fine. It's all good
Oh
upstairs
my god.
and in stairs.
Oh Lord Almighty.
So yeah, I've sent the thing as a text document. You may check it.
Wow.
Manifest dark side. When Thanatos uses dark side, he may choose to lose an additional 25% of his max HP. To activate this bonus effect, he summons a
Simulacrum.
simulacrum of Caius, his dark side, to fight alongside him. Caius will have Thanatos' stats and may either act independently or act as instructed by Thanatos. Both of them act simultaneously at any given time.
Oh,
Caius
shit.
will automatically disperse after 4 rounds or after losing 25% or more of his max HP.
My health.
That's pretty cool.
Additionally,
That is
awesome.
there's something I forgot to add. You can either use 25% of your max HP or a point of destiny.
Cool.
Summon Caius.
So we basically get an extra guy who's just as strong as me.
I mean, you can only use that once per day, but yeah.
What else?
Holy shit.
Save that
My
for
health.
bosses.
My health is now my door number.
So,
What the heck?
that hurt.
Well, what can I say, Thanatos? Niece says as she comes and pats her on the back. He just killed you.
That is very ominous to hear from my best friend.
No, we should
Best
probably
friend,
take
huh?
the axe back. And
Oh,
maybe warn the ruler about that cat guy.
I think that is a great place to stop for the
Yep.
day.
Yep, as you're standing there, kind of taking a second to catch your breath, Caius now subservient, and his true nature at last revealed. You look out and you see the sun rising on the city of Kurzatan for
Ooh,
the first time in a
almost
long
forgot.
ass. And yes,
I gotta pick up the cloak and put it back on.
yep. You pick up the cloak, which I suppose I need to clarify this in case anyone missed it. The cloak, that's just another form of Caius.
So basically, I've been wearing him this whole time.
Yes,
Wow.
you have been wearing your master.
I mean, I figured that myself.
That's how he's been. That's how he's been keeping an eye on you without ever being there.
remember-
Not just because he's part of you. That was him.
I mean, the cloak flied off Thanatos, then it manifested and
It's more like,
him.
remember, when he left you, he left nothing. All that was left was his cloak. You stuck it on left. He never left. He just turns the cloak.
Jesus.
You disperse his physical form and let you take him along. So yeah.
I will give you credit, Tone. That is not something I ever expected you to do. Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, as you're looking out over Kurzatan, the sun rising on the city, for the first time in what feels like forever, the warmth of the Uzura Desert actually feels pleasant on your face. And that is where we will end today's session.
I dubbed him Edge Piccolo.
Yeah.
So next time we need to drop off this axe at Kellyan. We need to resupply, make sure like any loose ends are sorted, and then we need to get Thane's family and piss off out of this city. Because good God.
Oh, and also maybe warn the Lord of Marasan, just so nothing else happens.
I doubt. We didn't
Kellyan-
see him, so I doubt he's here.
I know, but the Lord should still be warned, just in case he tries anything.
He's unconscious and may not be happy to see us, so if anything, we should probably just mention. Have Kellyan later.
I would
Yeah,
just leave a note.
probably-
It'd be fine. We just leave a note on his
Well,
throne. It'd be
We
fine.
don't want to overstate our welcome in the castle.
Exactly.
We were welcome.
Exactly.
Warning: stay away from man in dark blood hood. Done. Put on throne. Let's go.
A dark blue, but yes. All right, so all that said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. My God, that was a fun boss fight. I was expecting the trip to the castle to take a bit longer, but
Fun.
we will. It was fun for me. I've been building to this ship for a long time. I've had that ship planned since like session 5. All right.
4 is the number of death. Literally, the characters in Japanese are very similar to the characters for death.
All right. Well, at any rate, we are officially.
That's why they don't have it in hospitals.
Okay. Well, anyways.
No
so-
more hospitals.
Shh. I'm trying to do the outro. Damn it.
Shut up.
We can gush afterwards. All right. I'm sorry, honey. All right. So we will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, where our intrepid band of adventurers will continue on their way, and we will see the conclusion of Thanatos' arc. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time, people. Bye-bye.
D4
Bye,
suck.
everyone. I'm gonna need a rest.
D4s suck.
It was fun.